Welcome to Amar's Info channel. Stay tuned for latest global news. Race for COVID-19 vaccine, China wants monopoly in a world deep in pain. Republican Senator Rick Scott of the United States has told in a television interview that he thinks China is actively working to disrupt the efforts of the US and other Western countries to develop the vaccine. We have got to get this vaccine done. Unfortunately, we have evidence that communist China is trying to sabotage us or slow it down, he said during an interview. China does not want us to do it first. They have decided to be an adversary to Americans and I think to democracy around the world. This vaccine is really important to all of us getting our economy going again. What I believe is whether England does it first or we do it first, we are going to share. Communist China, they are not going to share. Asked what evidence the United States had, Scott declined to give details but said it had come through the intelligence community. Senator Rick Scott's warning of Chinese sabotage didn't come out of the blue. No need to be shy, China asks U.S. Senator for proof of vaccine sabotage. China on Monday challenged a U.S. Senator to furnish evidence supporting his allegation that Beijing is actively trying to sabotage the efforts of Western countries to develop a vaccine for COVID-19. Republican Senator Rick Scott has told BBC television that he thinks China is actively working to disrupt the efforts of the U.S. and other Western countries to develop the vaccine. We have evidence that communist China is trying to sabotage us or slow it down. China does not want us, England and Europe, to do it first. They have decided to be an adversary to Americans and I think to democracy around the world, Scott said. On Sunday, a senior Chinese official said once developed, China will make its COVID-19 vaccine a global public good. Wang Zhigong, Minister of Science and Technology, said at a press conference in Beijing that international cooperation should be strengthened in vaccine development, clinical trials, and application. Vaccine development should focus on ensuring safety, effectiveness, and accessibility. China is currently developing COVID-19 vaccines in 5 categories: inactivated vaccines, recombinant protein vaccines, live-attenuated influenza vaccines, adenovirus vaccines, and nucleic acid-based vaccines, Wang said. The state-run Global Times said, China is leading vaccine research, there is no need to steal and it has access to WHO trials. The World Health Organization is conducting global solidarity trials. 100 countries are participating and America isn't one of them. Trump has pulled out funding while China has moved in consolidating its position further. Currently, there are at least 10 vaccines in human trials, 6 of those in China alone. Followed by the US, which has 2 vaccines. The Oxford University study in the UK is also close, but China may win the vaccine race and promises to share it with the world. When a Chinese vaccine is ready for application after research and development and clinical tests, we will implement the commitment made by Chinese President Xi Jinping at the 73rd World Health Assembly, providing the vaccine to the world as global public goods, Wang Zhigong, the Science and Technology Minister, said at a news conference in Beijing. When a Chinese vaccine is ready. So, until that happens, China is unlikely to allow any country to succeed in this effort. First, China exported death and over 7 million people around the world infected and 400,000 people died due to coronavirus. And now China wants a monopoly over its cure. The question arises in the conclusion is that can China be trusted to act generously? The evidence so far points to the contrary. Thanks for watching, please subscribe our channel.